All right, y'all. So today I'm going to talk exactly why you need to stop trying to be this nice guy. Stop trying to put everyone else first type shit. The whole concept of the nice guy shit. It's like it's not the time, bro. It's 2025. It's time to lock the fuck in. That nice guy shit. You just stop fucking doing that. There's zero benefits. There's zero benefits. There's zero benefits. If you feel good because you're cash apping some chick who is literally using the money on some other dude, because that's what happens. I've seen it happen. It's happened to me. Some guys cash apping this chick, and I'm like, hey, what the fuck? And then she's like, oh, I'll pay for dinner. And then she uses his money to pay for fucking dinner for me. All right, that's what happens. Stop being nice. When you are being nice, you're overcompensating. And it really shows like a lack of self-belief and a lack of confidence, bro. Because you're willing to put someone you don't know first. Like that desperate energy of like willing to, like you don't even know somebody. Like you have no standards for yourself. Like you literally just met this chick and you're trying to, pay her bills and buy all this shit. She already knows off rip, like, oh, I'm probably his best option, and he's overcompensating. So she just gets that feeling like, yo, this dude's desperate. This dude has nothing going for him, type shit. You see what I'm saying? But also, when it comes to your friends, when it comes to your family, if you're trying to put everybody else first, right? People are going to use you for, the task that you do. So as soon as you burn out because you're not putting yourself first, no one's going to be there to help you. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of times people are spending all their extra money, giving it to their family, giving it to their friends. You know what I mean? To a fault, because you could obviously help them out and stuff like that. But if you're literally like paying bills for family and friends, they're going to continue having that bill and they're going to add on new bills knowing that you're paying those bills, right? Expecting you to pay those bills. That becomes an expectation, right? So when you get sick or you get fired or some shit, they're going to be like, you can't pay the fucking bill anymore. They're going to stop contacting you because that's what they're using you for, all right? What you lead with is what people are going to fucking use you for, all right? And if you lead with money, or you're always trying to do tasks for people, that just shows that you don't value yourself, right? You don't prioritize yourself and you don't think you have worth, so you have to overcompensate through these actions, all right? Because best believe, most successful people I know, most people who are locked in, most people who are getting after it, most people who have their own business, most people who are grinding, most people who are on body game, most people who are lean, like I said, who are on their business shit, they prioritize themselves, they set boundaries, and that's how they're accomplishing shit. There's literally, bro, the reason I tell you guys to work out and shit is because when you start working out, you're gonna realize right off rip that it's like, oh shit, well, I can't do this, I can't do that. I gotta be disciplined with this, that. If you wanna reach your fucking goals, you're like, yeah, I can't do that, I can't do this. So then that's prioritizing yourself. Prioritizing yourself is putting your future self in the best position to win. It's putting your future self in the best position for success. It's putting your future self up. It's really putting your future self in the position to become your goal self, right? You have a vision of yourself. When you delay gratification and you do what you need to do in the short term, you're gonna end up reaching that fucking goal, right? But if you're constantly like, if a friend comes in town, you're like, hey man, we gotta go out, man. We gotta go out, man. I haven't seen you in a while, and that just throws off your schedule. I'm saying no, but a lot of you guys will be like, well, I guess I have to go, and that throws off your schedule. Then you have a bad week, and then since you have that bad week, your boss is like, hey man, like this week was like really bad for you, man. Like we can't have that. Like we're going into the third quarter, man. We're gonna have to let you go. You know what I mean? So that domino effect. And then your friend's out of town again. You can't hit up your friend and be like, dude, I got fired because we went out. And your friend's gonna be like, well, that's your problem. What the fuck? I'm not fired. I'm fine. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have to look out for yourself. You being on your fitness journey, you going through hard times, you gotta realize, man, like most people are gonna wait at the finish line. Most people are waiting at the finish line, right? Most people are just waiting at that fucking finish line and they're gonna be like, oh man, I was there with you, man. I seen your journey, man. That's what's up. It's like, no, you weren't there with me, nigga. I was in the trenches getting cooked, right? And I reached out, bro, and you looked away, all right? So don't be saying shit to be like, yeah, I was there with you. Shout out to my bro. Hey, give me a shout out. I don't know you, nigga. I'm not giving you a shout out. Do your own thing, bro. Do your own thing, because like this journey is literally gonna teach you. You gotta put yourself first in every situation. There are so many different situations I've been through. It's like, if you don't prioritize yourself and go all in on yourself and look selfish to others, you are not gonna accomplish your goal. Like, there's a lot of times when you gotta accomplish a goal, it's like, yo, the only way I can do this is if I really give it all my fucking energy, all right? Where energy goes, energy flows. So you're like, people are like, yo, come here. Oh, bro, I got this birthday. Bro, we're going this way. This is that. You got to cut out all the noise and be like, I can't do that, right? Not saying you can't do that forever, because obviously you can maintain a social life, but like you're trying to build momentum. Maybe it's in your business. Maybe it's in your fitness journey, right? Maybe it's in your career. Maybe you're in school and you got, 3 tests coming up or some shit. You got your midterm and you really need to pass this shit because it'll bring your grade up. So you got to really lock in and you got to focus in those moments, right? You can't be fucking around in those moments. Now, in between that midterm and that final, you might have some more time to go out, have a social life, right? When you get that business off the ground, it's moving a little bit more. You might have time to do this and that, right? when you are, thriving in your career and you got that promotion, you might have a little bit of time here and there to celebrate, but you really got to stay locked in, because maturing is realizing that the journey is the end destination. Constant growth, constant leveling up is what you're doing. There are two types of people: those who want to settle, whatever the fuck that means. Life moves too fast to try to settle. You can't fucking settle, because AI is moving fast as shit. Shit is changing so much. Look at 1970, look at 1980, look at fucking now, bro. There's motherfucking Teslas in this bitch. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's social media. That shit wasn't here in like 2000. Like, it's way different now, guys. We got motherfucking iPhones that play music. Like, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck? Like, life moves too fast to be like, yeah, I'm gonna just settle. You settle now, bro. You settle now. Like, in 20 years, you're gonna be so fucking far behind. And look at people like Shannon Sharp, right? He made a lot of money in the NFL back then. He made like $3 million, $5 million in his career, which is a lot back then. They're like, dude, you're set for life. No, he wasn't. That's why he started the club chasing and all that other stuff, and he ended up making more afterwards. But if he didn't do that, he would be broke from his NFL money, right? You have to keep leveling up. Even when people think you made it and people are like, oh man, you lost enough weight. Oh man, you look lean enough. Oh, your abs are good enough. Don't fucking listen to what they say, because they don't realize that the end destination is the journey, right? They haven't even started their journey because of that. There's really two types of people: those who are constantly on their journey, leveling up in different aspects, right? Because you're gonna get to a point where your physique, some point you got that you got that down pat, your discipline there, and then you start to go to other avenues, right? You start to learn new shit, right? You're gonna go through those moments, all right? That's normal. That happens, all right? But then you have the other people who are just getting fatter and fatter and fatter, right? And they're the ones that are like, nah, you look fine. If I look like you, I'd be fine. Well, the reason they say that is because they haven't put the fucking work in. So they're saying that if they look like you with the current amount of work they're putting in, then they'd be fine. But listen, guys, this soft shit, this putting women first and shit like that. Like, honestly, bro, I used to say like, yeah, man, I don't know what's wrong with women. Nah, bro. Until I saw what was going on. Like, I used to be like, man, women should like the nice guys. Until I saw the nice guys, because you have gentlemen who are smooth, right? And they're pretty nice and they're smooth. Yeah, they do great with chicks because they have their shit together. The nice guys are usually relatively cooked in appearance. If they have a clean cut, they're fat as shit, right? So they're always overcompensating, leading with buying this, leading with buying that, trying to take a chick to Rude Chris or some shit like that, trying to buy her affection, all that shit, man. Trying to do anything to get that genuine desire. You can't trying to force that shit. Like, that's the nice guy I'm talking about, bro. Or just some weird creepy guy that's just like, that's buying her Cash App, or one of those dudes. You be seeing those stories of that. There was a dude in an OnlyFans girl's attic or some shit like that. That kind of guy, because that's the separation of men these days. You got the locked in dudes that girls wish would approach them, but they have too many options, so they can't really approach anybody, and they're just chilling. They're just focused on the purpose. And then you got the dudes who are buying all the OnlyFans. Who are in the comment? That's usually the haters in the comment section. It's usually some sloppy dude who's buying OnlyFans, right? And they say some negative shit, and I'm like, bro, I'm not buying OnlyFans. You are. You see what I'm saying? But there's the dudes that are like those OnlyFans girls want, and then there's the dudes that buy the OnlyFans and are like creepy as hell. Those tend to be like the quote unquote nice guys, because that's just kind of a facade. Like, people lead with being nice a lot of the time because it's a facade, or if you're nice, it's just reinforcing the fact that you've never really experienced anything before. Because when a chick deals with you, bro, she could tell if you've been with chicks before, right? Like, here's the thing. I'm gonna say this one more fucking time. Like, the way you act when you are in abundance, the way you act, but you can't force abundance, nigga. This shit, y'all be trying to force shit. Y'all be trying to force shit without doing shit. You're not forcing being him. You're him or you're not, nigga. You're not forcing that shit. You can't, like, y'all be like, nah, so like, what characteristics should I like show off, or what should I say? It's like, no, nigga. When you're him, you just say the right thing because you're in a certain energy and your tonality there and your body language is there, right? Because you've been working on yourself and you know your value, bro. That's how it fucking works. You see what I'm saying? So you're just in your essence. You're walking in your I am type shit. You're that dude. You feel me? That's how that shit works. Y'all be trying to fake that shit. You can't fake that shit, bro. Stop trying to fake that shit. Like, stop it. Stop trying to fake that shit. Like, you gonna really, like, when you're that dude, bro, you're gonna walk in the room and you're gonna know that shit, right? But yeah, a chick can tell when you're that dude, because you act different. Like, when you have, let me tell y'all something, man. And I know some of you guys haven't experienced this. I'm gonna talk about this more in the Discord and shit. But obviously, we can talk in person too. Like, when you have, like, You did some in-person game or whatever. I'm not saying like you went out and you like cold approached a bunch of chicks. I'm talking about you're like, dang, bro, this has been a long week, bro. I'll go and I'll get one drink at the bar, we'll play some pool, right? And then a couple of chicks are looking at you. You pick up a chick here, and then you're at the gym. You pick up another chick there, and then you're at the grocery store, you pick up another chick there. That's what I'm talking about, right? So then you got these chicks. And then like your homeboy's friend, she's like, oh my God, like, I really like you. And you're like, yo, I can't really fuck with you right now. So you got to reject her because you already got 3 chicks you're dealing with. So you got to reject her, and you're only trying to pick one out of the 3. So you already got those options. So you move different, and you're not desperate towards her. Versus the dude who has absolutely nothing, who is absolutely salivating. He's like motherfucking Smeagol, right? Just looking at the ring. Smeagol looking at the ring, my precious, on that creepy shit. That's what you guys look like, bro. You guys are unkempt. You know what I'm saying? Out of shape. You guys have, just titties, right? And then you guys are just like looking at her. You're like, oh, just one chance with her. And you're so obvious. It's so obvious that you just have this energy that just scares chicks away, like this desperate energy that's strong as shit. You see what I'm saying? And then you try to be nice, and she already knows what's up. Like a lot of times, dudes get in the friend zone and shit like that. Now there is multiple types of friend zones. Obviously, you got the smooth dude. He'll be in the friend zone, right? He'll just be a chick's friend because he's like messing with her friends, but she's gonna be attracted to him because he's an attractive dude. Versus the dude who's absolutely cooked. You know what I mean? And he's always hanging out with the girl, always picking her up, always doing stuff for her. Like if you're in the quote unquote friend zone, but she's like picking you up, you basically put her in the friend zone, right? Like I've had times, and I've done it recently too, where I put a chick in the friend zone because I'm like, yo, I don't have time to deal with these type of shit. So we gonna have to stop talking. They're like, no, let's just be friends. And I'm like, I guess we'll be friends. I don't really do friends, but fuck it. You see what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of times, you guys never had like that happen to you. You guys never even knew that was an option because you're constantly not putting yourself first, right? When you don't put yourself first, what you end up doing is when you try to accomplish something, you have what do you call it? You have like hidden intentions, right? You're acting nice, but we all know it's a facade, right? We all know it's a facade, or you're overcompensating or some shit. You see what I'm saying? Or you're just naive. Those are the things, right? Because a lot of times the nice guys just try, like the girl knows like when she puts you in the friend zone and you're being nice to her all the time and you're buying her shit, she knows you're trying to smash, bro. She already knows that shit. You feel me? I had a bunch of friends in my first year of college or whatever, like, chicks, and I didn't really know back then because I wasn't on game, but the whole time they was like on me, like they was trying to do some shit, but I was like, I wasn't aware yet. I wasn't in my essence. I didn't have enough experience yet. But looking back, it was like, it's pretty fucking obvious, bro. I mean, they basically had like fucking signs. They had like the biggest fucking signs of all time. Like they basically just said smash me, and I was just like, I'm not sure about this moment. Like type shit, bro. Like that was me before I had the experience. But yeah, man, like when you're actually in abundance, which is something you cannot fucking force. You're not forcing body game. You're not forcing whatchamacallit. You're not forcing you're not forcing abundance. You have to actually experience that shit. You can't be like, yeah, I'm in abundance mindset. I changed my mindset yesterday. No, the fuck you didn't, bro. It's through experience. You guys have to start being in real life, bro. Be in the 3D fucking world, all right? Be in real life. Now, like I said, you can't force body game, bro. A lot of you guys think that it's a lottery ticket. You can get a lottery ticket and be a millionaire the next day. You can be multi-millionaire the next day. You could have hundreds of millions the next day. You can't do that shit when it comes to your body. You can't be 30% body fat one day and 10% the next day. All right, even if you get a BBL like Bandman Kevo, you're still not gonna be, you're not dropping that much body fat. You see what I'm saying? That shit is fucking earned, bro. Reps, right? Reps in the kitchen, reps in the gym, meal prepping, being disciplined, saying no, drinking the water, going to sleep on time, not fucking around eating McDonald's. That's how you get there. You see what I'm saying? Y'all try to skip that fucking step, and then you're like, yo, how do I get her to get genuine touch? She doesn't fucking like you, bro. She thinks you look like ass, bro. All right? She hates how you look. Move on. All right? Move the fuck on. Yeah, I be trying to force shit. All right, listen. What being an asshole means? It just put yourself first. Everything's better when you put yourself first, because when people deal with you, they'll be like, wow, this dude has a lot of value. He has a lot of value. He has a lot to offer, because guess what? You've been working on yourself in all aspects of life. All right. I know a lot of you guys say, well, you gotta be well-rounded. Yeah, you've been working on yourself in all aspects of life. It starts with the body game, because that's the one the least amount of people have. See what I'm saying? There's more millionaires than there's people on body game. Like, it just is what it is. So get that shit done first, because it's the hardest. All right. Once you get that shit done, then you can scale it. You can take that into your other fields. All right. But skipping that shit doesn't make sense. Y'all be skipping that shit and making excuses and shit like that. Like, oh, no, it doesn't matter. You just want to eat donuts, all right? That's okay, but don't lie, all right? You just want to keep eating your donuts. Keep eating your fucking donuts, but don't say like, oh, it doesn't matter. It's not. All right. Let me know. Let me know when they put you on a losartan for your fucking blood pressure. Let me know when they put you on metoprolol for your blood pressure. Let me know when they give you some glipizide, right? Or they're like, hey, you might have to take Ozempic because your A1C is high as shit, all right? Because you're not taking care of yourself. And when you ignore that shit, you know what I mean? Then you got to amputate your foot when you're like 40. You see what I'm saying? And then you get frustrated. That's your own doing, all right? That's your own fucking doing. Now, like I said, becoming the best version of yourself requires you to prioritize yourself. My favorite example, I use this in every video. I know you guys are probably sick of this by now, but this is my favorite example because it's the realization I came to when I got out of a relationship. Because I was like, yo, like dudes who are not in relationships, bro, like every time a chick breaks up with somebody, right? She goes and she smashes some dude. And that dude that's not in a relationship is the one smashing her for free. He's not doing the relationship shit. I'm like, yo, I want to be that dude because that's not fair, bro. Like, that's not fair type shit. Unless I'm married, of course. But, like, that's not fair type shit. Like, this dude's just chilling, and then, you know, there's a boyfriend that's putting in all this work, and then they take a break, and then she goes to who she genuinely desires. You see what I'm saying? He just gets the best of her. And then she goes back to her boyfriend when the break is done. I was like, yo, I'm trying to be that dude. But then I also realized, I'm like, when you're in, I'm not saying when you're in a relationship, listen to this. When you're in a toxic relationship, which is the majority of the relationships these days because of social media and other shit, but when you're in these toxic relationships, right, you're giving so much of your energy to this chick, right? And you're trying to control it. You're trying to, control her. And when you focus on shit you can't control, you stress yourself out. And you also don't focus on shit you can't control, which is your daily habits. So you end up getting out of shape, right? You end up getting off body game, which makes the situation worse because she was attracted to how your physique was. But she's stressing you out so much and you're trying to, fix the situation so much. You guys are arguing so much. You're in a bad mood so much that you're just door dashing. You're not really hungry. And then you door dash and then you overeat. Then you're losing muscle. You're not really going to the gym. You're always fighting. And then maybe you had a jit with her. So now she's saying, well, I'm going to say you abused the kid or something like that. You know how chicks do. And you're like, fuck. And then you get stressed. You see what I'm saying? So you have all this negativity going back and forth. And you're constantly inundated with that negativity versus the guy she's genuinely attracted to, which is crazy. This is crazy. The guy she's genuinely attracted to is literally single and he's working on himself every single day. Positive mindset, listening to Alex Hormozy, listening to some Jim Rohn, working out, getting leaner. This is all happening simultaneously as you're getting fatter and fatter and fatter in a relationship, right? But that dude's focused on himself. He's being selfish, right? He's not being the quote unquote nice guy and overcompensating and shit. You see what I'm saying? So this nice guy's finished last shit. I mean, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Playing the nice guy, goofy shit. It's just like when I see a dude, trying to be nice, I'm just like, he probably doesn't really know like the other side of chicks, but he also probably like doesn't take care of himself. He's always prioritizing others. Like his family members probably take advantage of him. They're probably like, yo man, like listen. If you're like that nice dude, your friends are gonna be like, yo, I really need help on rent. And your friend might have like fucking 500K in his account or some shit, but he knows you're gonna pay his rent. And then he just takes advantage of you. You might have 500 in your account and you give him your last 500, right? That's what you do, right? Now, obviously, the Bible says to give and shit like that, but it doesn't say be a dumbass, all right? If your friend has 500K in his account and you have 500 and you give him your last 500, you're not getting a cookie, all right? It's not happening. What you're getting is, probably overdraft. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna get overdraft, all right? That's what you're getting. You're not getting a fucking cookie. So stop being nice because you feel like it's morally correct. And a lot of you guys be saying like morally correct and like karma and shit. You know what's funny, by the way? A lot of chicks say shit about karma. And I'm like, the fact that you're not absolutely like, just like in hell right now from all the shit that you did proves that like, yo, I don't know if karma's coming for you because you still like, there's nothing like some of the shit that I seen chicks do. I don't know what you can do to make it karma. Like you'd have to put them in like an endless isekai where they just keep dying over and over like ReZero or some shit. That's the only way because they've done so much bad shit that if one bad thing happens to them, like, if they get hospitalized like once, that is not karma. Like they've done some crazy shit. So I'm like, yo. Anyways, fellas, you watching this video, seriously prioritize yourself. Take yourself very seriously. You are expecting respect from others when you don't respect yourself. How do I know you don't respect yourself? You're not even clean shaven. All right, you don't even look in the mirror. If you look in the mirror, you're like, oh shit, dude, I look crusty, dude. I don't like how I look. Not I don't look presentable. No, I don't like how I look. That's the most important thing. When you like how you look, you feel good. Look good, feel good, play good, get paid good. You know Dion, what he said. But you guys look in the mirror, you hate what you see. You hate what you see, all right? But obviously, if you're like 40%, everyone's gonna hate what they see. But like, you hate what you see, which is the biggest thing, because that's that internal shit. That means you're lying to yourself, you're not keeping commitments. So take your health very seriously, take your appearance seriously for yourself, and be serious about your goals and shit, or no one else is gonna be serious about your goals. You want people to respect you when it's so clear you don't respect yourself. You're like, dang, bro, no one respects me. And like, when you move, your stomach moves too. And like, your friend is like, the fuck is this guy talking about? He doesn't respect himself. You're eating goofy food, bro. And you like, if you're eating bullshit, you're not working out, you don't respect yourself, nigga. That's what it means. It's so obvious, bro. So respect yourself, man.